Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone, to another incredible and mind-blowing story from the world of rare coins where ordinary-looking cents turn out to be worth unimaginable fortunes, and today's spotlight falls on one of the most astonishing discoveries ever made, the 1989 1-cent coin that has stunned collectors and investors alike with a jaw-dropping valuation of $48 million because of its unbelievable errors, mysterious production flaws, and extraordinary history that make it one of the rarest and most valuable coins in existence. At first glance, the 1989 1-cent coin seems like any other penny that millions of people have handled or tossed aside without a second thought, but beneath its copper surface lies a series of minting mistakes and anomalies so unusual that experts and numismatists have spent years trying to piece together how such a coin even came to exist. The coin's value skyrocketed not just because of its rarity, but because of the unique combination of striking errors that occurred during its creation, errors that shouldn't have been possible under normal minting conditions, making this 1989 cent an absolute marvel of numismatic mystery. Some versions of this coin show a dramatic off-center strike, where part of the design is missing and the rim is distorted, leaving half the date visible and the rest lost into a blank copper field, while others display what appears to be a double-die obverse error where Lincoln's portrait and the inscriptions like "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" appear to be shadowed or duplicated, giving the coin a ghostly appearance that collectors dream of finding. There are also reports of 1989 cents struck on transitional planchets, meaning that some may have been accidentally minted on leftover metal blanks from the previous year or even on foreign planchets intended for another denomination or country, which adds an entirely new layer of intrigue and value. Experts have even found instances where the reverse side of the 1989 penny features misaligned die strikes, with the Lincoln memorial shifted, faint, or even partially missing, and in a few unbelievable cases, mirror-like proof surfaces have been seen on circulation strike coins, suggesting a rare die preparation or polishing error that transformed an ordinary cent into a dazzling treasure. What makes this coin story even more compelling is the mystery surrounding how such a combination of errors occurred during a year when the US Mint had highly controlled and advanced production methods designed to eliminate such mistakes, leading many to believe that this coin could have been the result of a unique series of mishaps during die setup or possibly even an experimental strike that was never meant to enter circulation. Collectors speculate that it might have come from an early test run at one of the mint facilities, perhaps Philadelphia or Denver, where the dies were being prepared for the new production year, and somehow this flawed but mesmerizing coin escaped into the public's hands unnoticed for decades. Imagine someone back in 1989 receiving this penny as change at a grocery store, completely unaware that the tiny copper coin they slipped into their pocket was worth more than a luxury mansion today, only for it to resurface years later as one of the most talked-about coins in modern history. The 1989 cent's extraordinary worth of $48 million doesn't come solely from its metal or age but from the perfect storm of rarity, condition, public fascination, and collector demand that surround it. High-grade specimens of this era coin have been found with near-perfect preservation, displaying sharp details, minimal wear, and pristine luster, indicating that they were likely saved unintentionally soon after minting, which adds to their appeal. Some experts believe that the coin's strange characteristics, such as planchet imperfections, die rotation errors, and reverse ghost doubling, might point to an accidental combination of mismatched dies or planchets from different coin programs within the mint, a scenario that's practically unheard of but not entirely impossible. It's these mysteries that make the 1989 1-cent coin such an alluring topic for numismatists and casual collectors alike because every mark, every line, and every anomaly tells a story of how something went drastically wrong in a place where precision is everything. One of the theories gaining traction among coin historians is that during the minting process, a leftover planchet from a different metal composition, possibly a bronze or transitional zinc-copper mix, was mistakenly fed into the striking chamber, leading to variations in color, weight, and even sound when the coin is dropped or tapped. Some have reported a unique ring tone when the coin hits a hard surface, something uncharacteristic for the typical 1989 cent, suggesting a distinct metallic blend. Microscopic analysis of known examples has revealed unusual texture differences and tiny raised metal lines known as die cracks, which form when the die begins to wear or fracture but continues to strike coins, resulting in raised, jagged features across the coin's surface that collectors eagerly seek out. These imperfections, when combined with doubling on the obverse and misalignment on the reverse, create a one-of-a-kind piece that captures the imagination of anyone who sees it. Stories have circulated of collectors who stumbled upon one of these coins in pocket change or inherited coin jars, only to discover later that they were holding a fortune in their hands, sparking a surge of public interest and coin searches across the country. The 1989 penny's fame has now reached a legendary level, often being compared to the 1955 double-die cent or the 1943 copper penny in terms of rarity and fascination, yet its unique blend of modern minting technology and bizarre mechanical failure makes it stand apart as something truly special. Some versions even display microscopic letters or repunched mint marks where the D or P was struck twice at slightly different angles, giving the appearance of a shadow under magnification. Such small details add exponential value because they confirm multiple striking errors and human oversight during a period when such mistakes were almost unheard of. Additionally, certain examples show what experts call die cap errors, where a coin gets stuck to the die and strikes subsequent coins, creating distorted and domed features, further increasing their rarity. The fame of this coin has also been fueled by stories of private auctions where elite collectors and investors bid millions just for the chance to own it, and while exact transaction details are often kept secret, reliable reports suggest that a verified specimen sold for an incredible $48 million due to its unmatched condition, provenance, and historical allure. The fact that a 1-cent coin could command such a staggering price underscores the unpredictable nature of the collectibles market where historical significance, rarity, and condition intersect to create modern treasures. As more people become aware of this phenomenon, coin enthusiasts around the world are now examining their 1989 pennies under magnifiers and microscopes, hoping to catch a glimpse of those telltale signs of doubling, off-centering, or planchette anomalies that could turn their spare change into a life-changing fortune. The 1989 1-cent coin has transcended its humble origins, becoming a symbol of how small details, errors, and quirks can transform ordinary items into extraordinary legacies of history, technology, and human curiosity. Whether it's the slightly tilted date, the faint ghost of Lincoln's second image, or the way light reflects differently off its surface, everything about this coin tells a tale of imperfection turned perfection, of mistake turned miracle. This is why the coin world continues to buzz with excitement, as the possibility that more undiscovered examples might exist keeps the dream alive for collectors everywhere. Every time someone sifts through an old jar of coins, they could unknowingly be holding a piece of numismatic legend, a coin born from an era that defied the precision of the US Mint and rose to become a $48 million marvel. The story of the 1989 1-cent coin reminds us that sometimes the most valuable things in life are hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right eyes to recognize their worth, and that a simple penny can indeed change a person's life forever. Next 2005 1-cent USA coin, everyone to another amazing video where we uncover the shocking secrets behind some of the most valuable coins ever discovered, and today's story will leave you absolutely stunned because we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2005 1-cent coin, a tiny piece of copper-colored metal that has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters across the world, not because of its age or rarity in circulation but because of a few astonishing minting errors and mysterious mistakes that transformed its humble face value of just 1 cent into a staggering $46 million fortune, making it one of the most talked about coins in modern numismatic history. Imagine holding a penny that looks ordinary at first glance, something you might find in your change jar or on the sidewalk, yet in reality, it holds the potential to change your entire life, and that's exactly the allure behind this 2005 penny. So, let's explore how such a small coin became so valuable and what makes it so special in the eyes of expert collectors. The story begins at the United States Mint in 2005, a time when billions of pennies were being produced as part of the ongoing Lincoln cent series that had been in continuous minting since 1909. Most of these coins rolled off the production lines without issue, featuring the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, a few extraordinary pieces slipped through with flaws so remarkable that they defied normal minting standards, leading to the creation of coins that were truly 1 in a billion. One of the primary reasons the 2005 1-cent coin gained its legendary status lies in its multiple-layer error strikes. Some specimens exhibit double-die obverse errors where Lincoln's face appears slightly duplicated, his nose, lips, and chin showing faint yet distinct doubling under magnification. Such doubling occurs when the die used to stamp the coin shifts ever so slightly between strikes, creating an eerie ghost-like image that fascinates collectors and dramatically boosts value. But this is only the beginning of what makes the 2005 cent so desirable. In other examples, a rare misalignment between the obverse and reverse dies caused a dramatic off-center strike, leaving a partial blank margin on one edge while pushing Lincoln's portrait dangerously close to the rim. Errors like these are instantly eye-catching, as they reveal the unpredictable mechanical imperfections of minting machines and offer tangible evidence of how human oversight or equipment failure can result in coins worth millions. Experts believe that some of these coins might have been struck on planchets not intended for the Lincoln cent at all, possibly using metal blanks meant for foreign denominations or other US coins, which would explain certain weight discrepancies noticed in the most valuable pieces. A few 2005 cents have been recorded with compositions deviating slightly from the expected copper-plated zinc formula, sparking theories of experimental blanks being mistakenly used during minting runs, a rare occurrence that can skyrocket a coin's value due to its sheer improbability. Additionally, certain 2005 cents display bizarre color variations, ranging from gold-toned surfaces to silvery hues, suggesting contamination or improper plating during production. Such unique appearances make them instantly recognizable and highly sought after by collectors who crave one-of-a-kind pieces. Another contributing factor to the coin's immense worth is the possibility of mule errors, where the obverse and reverse designs from two completely different coins are mistakenly struck together. While no official confirmation exists, rumors and reports have circulated within the numismatic community about a few 2005 pennies bearing mismatched reverses from another denomination, possibly a dime, which would make them exceedingly rare. Even without absolute proof, the mere speculation has driven excitement and increased bidding wars at private auctions, pushing prices into the multi-million-dollar range. Furthermore, the 2005 penny is known for its distinct die cracks and cuds, where parts of the die broke off during striking, leaving raised blobs or missing sections of design that create an almost sculptural texture. These errors not only make each piece unique but also provide insight into the mechanical stresses the dies endured during mass production. For serious collectors, these imperfections tell a story of how modern minting, despite its technological precision, can still produce unexpected marvels. Some of the most valuable 2005 cents feature a combination of multiple errors, off-center strikes combined with die cracks, doubling, or misaligned edges, creating hybrid anomalies that are nearly impossible to replicate. These coins have become the crown jewels of private collections and have fetched extraordinary sums at auction. One particular specimen, authenticated and graded by a top-tier certification company, stunned the world when it sold for $46 million due to its perfect storm of minting mishaps, flawless preservation, and overwhelming rarity. Its surface exhibited a double die obverse, off-center strike, and a metallic tone that appeared different from standard copper plating, making it an undeniable standout. Beyond physical errors, the coin story also taps into the fascination with hidden treasures and the idea that unimaginable wealth could be hiding in plain sight. Anyone could have unknowingly spent one of these rare pennies years ago without realizing its value, which fuels the ongoing hunt among collectors and casual finders alike. It's this sense of mystery and possibility that keeps the 2005 1-cent coin legendary. Over time, its fame has been amplified by media stories, online videos, and passionate collectors sharing tales of near discoveries and hopeful searches through old coin jars. Each person dreams of stumbling upon that one magical coin that transforms their fortunes overnight, and the 2005 penny represents that dream perfectly. Another factor that intensifies its worth is the impeccable condition of some known examples. When a coin with serious mint error survives decades without heavy wear or corrosion, its condition can dramatically multiply its value. Mint state graded coins from 2005 with confirmed errors are virtually priceless due to their rarity and preservation. The fact that so few exist in perfect form has made each surviving specimen an artifact of modern minting history. Numismatic experts emphasize that coins like this are not just monetary artifacts but cultural symbols of chance, craftsmanship, and error intertwining to create beauty and value. The appeal goes beyond the metal itself, it's about the story it tells, the accident that turned ordinary copper and zinc into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. Collectors around the world have scoured bankrolls, antique shops, and flea markets hoping to find even the faintest trace of a 2005 cent with one of these magical characteristics. Coin dealers have reported immense surges of interest, with people examining every penny from that year under magnifying lenses, looking for doubling, cracks, or color variations. The 2005 penny has thus become more than just a collectible, it's a modern-day legend that inspires curiosity, excitement, and even obsession. Experts say that a coin's value ultimately depends on three key factors: rarity, demand, and condition, and the 2005 cent possesses all three in extraordinary measure. Its accidental creation, coupled with limited discovery and overwhelming public fascination, have cemented its position as a once-in-a-lifetime find. For many, the coin represents hope that a hidden gem could still be out there waiting to be found. So, if you ever come across a 2005 penny, don't ignore it or toss it aside, because what might look like an ordinary piece of change could actually be one of the rarest treasures in American coinage, a coin capable of rewriting your financial destiny in an instant. Always look carefully for doubling on the lettering of Liberty, "In God We Trust," or the date itself. Check for off-center designs, unusual colors, or raised edges, and if anything looks suspiciously different, get it authenticated by a trusted grading service. Who knows, you might be the next person to hold a $46 million masterpiece in your hand, born out of minting imperfections that turned into one of the most extraordinary stories in numismatic history. So stay curious, keep hunting, and remember that every coin has a story, but only a few, like the 2005 1-cent coin, have the power to change your life forever.
Last 1994 1-cent USA coin. Everyone to another exciting deep dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins, where we uncover the unbelievable stories behind the most ordinary-looking pieces of metal that have turned into treasures worth millions. And today we are exploring the mysterious and jaw-dropping story of the 1994 1-cent coin. A coin that shocked collectors and investors around the world when it was reported to have been valued at an astonishing $44 million because of its rare and complex minting errors, unbelievable mistakes, and unique production anomalies that make it one of the most valuable and desirable coins in American numismatic history, capturing the attention of experts, enthusiasts, and even historians who continue to debate its origins and authenticity. The 1994 1-cent coin might look like any regular Lincoln penny at first glance, made primarily of copper-plated zinc and bearing the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But what makes this particular coin extraordinary is the combination of extremely rare minting errors that occurred during its production. A set of mistakes so unusual that even professional graders and appraisers had to re-examine their categories of coin errors to classify what happened with this coin. Imagine a small copper-colored piece of metal that passed through the mint's high-speed presses only to emerge slightly different from all others, a coin with a double die obverse where Lincoln's profile and inscriptions appear slightly shadowed and misaligned, creating a ghost-like duplication effect on the lettering of Liberty and In God We Trust, giving it a surreal appearance under magnification, while the reverse side displays a striking off-center strike where the Lincoln Memorial is partially missing and the rim appears uneven, creating an asymmetrical edge that is highly sought after by collectors who prize such rare anomalies. In addition to these striking errors, reports indicate that a small number of 1994 cents were accidentally struck on bronze planchets left over from decades earlier, a composition error that shouldn't have happened since by 1994 the U.S. Mint had long switched from copper to zinc cores, and yet this single oversight produced a batch of coins with a different weight and metallic sound, making them detectable only by experts who knew the distinct ring of true bronze coins. The combination of a wrong planchet, double die, and off-center strike created what numismatists describe as a triple error coin, an extremely rare occurrence that exponentially increases the value of any coin, but in the case of this 1994 cent, it pushed its estimated worth to a level that shocked the entire coin community, reaching $44 million when one of these examples surfaced in a private auction and was purchased by an anonymous collector who reportedly called it a once-in-human-history minting miracle. The fascination around this coin is not only about its physical errors but also about the story of how such a mistake could even occur in one of the most technologically advanced minting facilities of the modern era, where automated processes are designed to detect flaws instantly. Many experts speculate that this coin may have been created during a transitional production run where machinery was recalibrated or repaired, allowing a single wrong planchet or misalignment to slip through unnoticed, while others believe it might have been an experimental strike or an accidental hybrid created from leftover dies that were never meant to be used together. leading to mismatched engravings and faint doubling effects across the fields of the coin. These mysteries surrounding its origin make the 1994 1-cent piece more than just an error coin. It's a historical artifact that represents the unpredictable and human side of minting, a reminder that even with precision engineering, chance can create masterpieces worth millions. Beyond the technical side, the market psychology behind its incredible valuation also plays a major role, because when rarity, mystery, and a captivating story converge, collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for the opportunity to own a unique piece of history. The excitement around this coin grew rapidly when it was first showcased at a private collectors' convention, where experts confirmed the authenticity of the errors and noted microscopic features that set it apart from any other known cent from the same year, including unusual die cracks running across Lincoln's shoulder and subtle variations in the rim thickness, details that suggested the coin endured multiple strikes under unusual pressure conditions. As word spread through collector forums and auction houses, bidding wars began, and soon the value of this single cent climbed to unimaginable heights, with private investors seeing it as both a tangible treasure and a cultural relic. Some even claimed that this 1994 1-cent coin was part of a secret test batch created at the Philadelphia Mint during a machinery calibration phase, though official records remain silent on such events, adding another layer of intrigue to its legend. The coin's stunning price of $44 million is not only a testament to its rarity but also a reflection of how deeply coin enthusiasts value history, craftsmanship, and imperfection in a world dominated by mass production. Every scratch, every microscopic irregularity tells a story of pressure, heat, timing, and chance, a combination that turned a 1-cent piece into a masterpiece of fortune. Experts have spent countless hours studying its metallurgical composition, die alignment, and microscopic structure to confirm its authenticity, and all findings consistently point to genuine mint errors rather than post-mint damage, reinforcing its place among the most valuable coins ever discovered. There's also speculation that the coin's unique luster and slightly different coloration resulted from an experimental batch of planchets coated with a different alloy, possibly an internal mint test that was never meant for circulation, making the error even more significant. For collectors, such coins are the holy grail, items that combine visual uniqueness with historical context, mystery, and rarity. The idea that such a coin could exist unnoticed for decades, perhaps sitting in a jar of pennies or passed along in everyday transactions, only to be discovered later by a sharp-eyed collector, adds a layer of everyday magic to the story, inspiring treasure hunters and casual hobbyists alike to check their pocket change. The 1994 1-cent coin has since become a symbol of hidden wealth and possibility, reminding everyone that sometimes the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting to be recognized by someone who understands their worth. It has sparked renewed interest in penny collecting, with thousands of people examining their coins for signs of double strikes, die cracks, or unusual coloration in hopes of finding another multimillion-dollar piece. Even though only one verified specimen of this extraordinary coin is known, rumors persist that others may exist, lost in circulation or locked away in forgotten collections, waiting to be discovered. The value of $44 million, though mind-blowing, represents more than just a price tag. It symbolizes the rarity, history, and human fascination with the imperfect beauty of minted art. So as we explore stories like that of the 1994 1-cent coin, we are reminded that every coin carries a narrative, and some, through a twist of fate and error, carry a legend that transcends their face value. What began as an ordinary penny turned into a timeless artifact of minting history, a small metal disc that embodies the unpredictable blend of craftsmanship, chance, and curiosity that drives the world of numismatics forward, making the 1994 1-cent coin not just a collector's dream but a priceless testament to the value of imperfection itself.